This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
This could be it. This could be the turning point. Let's go.
Let's end this drive with 6-0.
That's it. Keep it going.
Rodgers going to come out throwing. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys who trust, especially across the middle of the field with his traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. No, he didn't spike it. He faked it. That'll be caught. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Breece Hall, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. So an onside kick fail in the 1st quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now it's to the air. Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognized that he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
On play action, it's Rodgers. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Allen will try again on 2nd down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup at 25.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Trent Sherfield, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 13-7. Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. And the Jets have got it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So from the 37, here's second down and 2. Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And this is going to work. It's caught. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets are able to extend their lead. Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up to on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Now Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there, a first down. From midfield, here's Allen. Gets this one to Morris. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there for another first down at will. Now Allen off the bootleg. That'll be complete to Cook. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Rolling to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with second down coming up. Here's Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Allen now on third and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Bills. James Cook from 6 yards away. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Allen will try to throw for it. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Boy, they're down only one score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Well, a second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense and your defense.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly... Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick-6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's caught. This is caught. Was in. Yes. 2 points. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick-6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trail. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. 14 yards that time for number 14. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way. Cook is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
From the gun, it's Allen. Touchdown, Bills! Gabriel Davis from 4 yards out. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give them credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Jets have got it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to add on to that lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
That's complete to Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's got it at the 15. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 68 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
To throw is Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
630. Look again.
Rodgers going to throw. Touchdown Jets. Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But he turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you panic.
That's caught at the 1. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short. And they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
This could be worse. Not to let. No, never mind.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.